Hey y'all. Hey Hazel. Hey Natural Brother. Hey Yaya. Hey Shay. Hey Queen Bob. Hey Stem. Hey Relly Rel. Hey Tanja. Hey YouTube Police. Hey Nene. Hey Shanae. Hey Tisa. Hey Women Empowerment. Just a Petty Mess. Shanti. Hey Intelligence. Hey Miss Gerald. Hey Queen Candidate. You said, please, I beg you, do not try to link people like Horsey Suicided Girl or the Thanksgiving Turkey Alley. That was rude, Snell. That was very rude. So this topic that I'm going to talk about, I highly doubt they'll hit the link anyways. Hey, Miss Rhonda, I highly doubt they will hit the link. Hey, Site Major. So you don't have to worry about that spam. You don't have to worry about them hitting the link. Well, y'all know Mona's anniversary is coming up. Hey, Stacy. Y'all know her. Hey, the sweet messenger. Y'all know her anniversary is coming up. Y'all know Mona does not celebrate um no holidays, nothing like that. So don't be expecting anything. Hey Shay got something to say. So don't be expecting anything from her, okay? 'Cause she ain't, I know that the anniversary. Yeah, Mona ain't gonna be doing nothing spectacular or nothing. I just know that the streets probably gonna talk about it. Um, they're gonna go over and go on and on about it since it's April 1st, and April 1st is known as the Mona Day for us in the B sector. So it is what it is. Hey, Thanksgiving. Hey, D Dot. Okay, so this live, y'all, this live ain't gonna even be long because this live is really much, pretty much a conspiracy video. Because I know y'all been waiting for me to do a conspiracy video, and I know the haters definitely been waiting on that conspiracy video because, you know, they tend to not know about it. Oh, that's so mean on women empowerment. So I'm pretty sure they here waiting, listening for me to talk about it, but. I wanted to come talk to y'all because I know we have been distracted about a lot of stuff that be going on from the media. And I'm gonna break it all down because I know that a lot of y'all do not pay attention to a lot of stuff that y'all see be going on with the TV and the news and stuff like that. But y'all know I have to still remind y'all of listen, you gotta pay attention because these people do stuff to keep y'all mind off of stuff. And as y'all know, the whole thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock was a whole deflection. It was deflection from the shit that was said by Biden, which is we are having food shortage. Hey, say it again, sis. Hey, sister. Hey, can we all get along? Getting ready to educate the intel. Girl, you know I'm too slow to try to educate the intels. But yeah, so I just wanted y'all to understand that these people do things for show. I know a lot of people was like, I think that the slap was real because of what happened after the fact, pertaining to Will going off on Chris Rock. But if you guys been paying attention in the media, you will also know that Chris Rock also sold out for his shows that he had. Yesterday he sold out of that one. He gonna be selling out in his other shows. So I don't know why people thought this probably wasn't going to be something bigger than what it is, because it's always bigger than what it is. It's always a number behind it. It's the reason why they do the things that they do, and people tend to take it as in, something that's for the entertainment. People made it more so about it being hosted by black folks. And the first time they let black folks host the Oscars, Black people go to, acting the fool, don't know how to act right, all types of shit. But I just want y'all to understand this is all for show. None of it is real. Will Smith going off and doing what he doing and said what he said is off the show. These people always have a plan. Okay, these people always have a plan. The Oscars was playing the way that it was. That joke was playing. The whole thing with Chris Rock and Will Smith was playing, planned. Do not take this shit as something that's just happened out of the ordinary when it comes to Hollywood people. Okay, and anybody had any sense, you would know that slap wasn't no real slap. That's a slap like they do when they in movies or they on plays. That was the type of slap Will Smith gave. Now, the reason why I say that, and the reason my point of me bringing up Will Smith and Chris Rock is because it blew up the whole entire world, right? It blew up the whole entire world, but yet nobody has paid attention to Biden saying we're having food shortage. Hey Sabrina, hey Gamma 3, hey Avis baby, hey Element. Who started just shaking my head? To the BETs award, girl. The BET ain't even had. I don't even think the BET awards had an incident like that, child. I don't even think the BET awards had any incident where a bitch just came up on stage and slapped the motherfucker. Um, they only could do that in those white places like that, cause ain't no way in hell black folks gonna act up with black folks when they have their own show. And not now time of BET's awards we had any fight. We ain't have no fights at all when it came to the BET awards, so we can't put that on the BET's awards. They know how to act right. They know how to act right. Girl, hey Rosemary, hey Empress. They know how to act right over there, okay? It tells. So, I just, girl, I can't believe she said that. That took me out. What about the naturally putting up in self defense? Chris did nothing. Um, of course, Chris Rock ain't do nothing. First of all, let me just throw that out there. These people are clones, okay? They're clones. If y'all don't think they clone something wrong with y'all, they not humans, okay? None of these people are real humans. They done sold their soul to the devil, allegedly, and they're clones, allegedly. Okay, they clones, but we gonna say allegedly around here. We gonna say allegedly, okay? So I don't know the hell you say they shot up the spot in the Source Award? The Source Award? You mean the BET's award, Brenda? Brenda? And your thumbnail picture is very nice too. Girl, I don't know nothing about them. Hey, Phenomenal Scorpio, I don't know nothing about them shooting up no award. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about no shooting up no awards. Where was I? Did this happen at the BET's awards? Can somebody do anybody remember them shooting at the BET's awards? Did these people shoot at the BET's awards? Cause I'm confused. I ain't know that they got shot at the BET's awards. I ain't know nobody was shooting at the BET's awards. I'm talking about what happened at the Oscars. We have not saw that at the BET's awards. So anybody else saw it? The Sacrifice. What kind of movie this is? Cause if it's stupid, oh, okay. I'm about to say if it's stupid, I'm about to turn into that shit. I'm turning it down. It's a little loud. And so I'm gonna start reading y'all comments and just get into the commentary because I'm not trying to make this video long. And me reading y'all comments, y'all have me talking for like an hour or two. And I ain't trying to sit here and talk a whole hour or two because I know y'all been asking me for a conspiracy video. So let me get it out. So when I talk about the Chris Rock and the Will Smith thing, it's because I want y'all to understand that y'all being distracted. Y'all being distracted from the y'all being distracted from your government telling y'all that y'all having food shortage and how they going up on these prices, right? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so as I was saying, hey, the Shady Lives. So as I was saying, this is a whole distraction from them talking about the food shortage. Now y'all know if y'all been paying attention to some of those conspiracy videos that a lot of us have talked to you guys about the food shortage and how they were going to do this because of the new world order, right? And this is allegedly. This is allegedly because let me break it down to y'all as to why they having the food shortage, right? Y'all know Bill Gates has bought up a lot of farmland. Y'all know this, right? Remember we did a video on it. I think they took my motherfucking video down too. But remember we did a video on it and I showed y'all the video where they saying Bill Gates bought up a lot of the farmland. And not only that, but also the fries from McDonald's will be the potatoes that is produced by Bill Gates and his company, as far as the farmland goes that he bought out, they will be the ones that will be providing the potatoes that goes to McDonald's. Now keep in mind anything that Bill Gates touches allegedly it always dies. Hey Blue Blue, hey Miss Sweet. Hey Leslie, you said food shortage well. It's food shortage all around the world. Okay, because they want to move forth the one world government. In order for them to do that, they have to come out with their plans and they telling y'all the plans now, but y'all get distracted because every time y'all have a celebrity, a politician, someone in high places in the media, in the open, that always comes out and distracts you guys from the real shit that's going on. It's not just in the United States, it's really around the world. Y'all not understanding how big this is because they need the food shortage in order for them to control the supply. And you already know if you can control the food and the water, you can control the humans. And not only if you can control the humans, that way if you can get control of the property as well as the ground, the land, you can also control the humans. So if you get control of the food population, you get control of the land population, you get control of the water population, then you get to run the world because now you got control of everything and everything is done by you and your rules. Yes, he is. Empress. Yes, he is. And the reason these people want a one world government is because they have to move in the belly of the beast. They have to move in the 666. And y'all all know what the 666 stands for. And they have to move forward with a plan because they have to get control over you guys. They have to move forward to what's about to happen in real life. All this other shit that y'all see that's going on is just a distraction. They're distracting y'all from the real shit that is happening behind the scenes because they always making sure they have stuff like what happened at the Oscars with Will and Chris Rock. They blew that all out of proportion, and the whole world blew it out of proportion because y'all always react on the news. Okay, everybody always react on the news and how the news react, people react. Just like how everybody react with that whole Will and Chris shit. Nobody in the news blew it out of proportion. It's all on the news and everything, but none of them blew the proportion of food shortage. You notice that the media didn't blow that out of proportion. You notice that the media didn't make a big frenzy about that, but they made a big frenzy about the Will and Chris shit, but they ain't said shit about the food shortage that we have going on. And if you go and you look in your stores, your local stores, you will notice that there's food shortage because they don't be having no neck bones, bitch. Okay, I've been wanting me some neck bones, but they ain't been having no neck bones. They even have the signs up that tells y'all, that tells you, make sure you grab just enough and don't grab too much because they have food shortage. They tell you this. They put up signs in the aisles of Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Sam's Clubs, BJ's, all of these stores, a lot of stores, not just those stores. You could go into the Macy's, you could go into the mall, you could go into all these type of stores, and they all saying that they have shortage on a lot of stuff, socks, clothes. It's not just the food; it's shortage on every fucking thing. It ain't just the food, and it ain't just the water, bitch. It's every fucking thing. It's everything they having the shortage on. But the biggest thing, because human beings could survive without shoes and clothes, and what some of y'all probably can, because I don't know. I got a question though. For those of y'all that is so, yeah, like clingy onto your clothes and your shoes and your socks and stuff like that. What I do notice is they ain't got no shortage on no wig. I ain't gonna lie. Going into the wig place, they ain't got no shortage on no wigs. Now I don't know what's going on, but the wigs is the only thing that ain't got no shortage on. You hoes to be able to survive. Y'all to be able to survive, but what y'all gonna do when they take control of everything is my question. And y'all don't have these clothes and these shoes, the jewelry and stuff that makes y'all shine, make y'all feel good and stuff. And this ain't no shade, but y'all as women, human beings, y'all love y'all fancy shit, material shit. What y'all gonna do when they snatch all that away? Because they're going to snatch it away because they have to move forward in their plan. So what are y'all going to do? Also, what is y'all gonna do when they snatch off that water? Because y'all know they control the water. All they gotta do is turn that bitch off. So what y'all gonna do when they start to do these things? Like, what is your plan? What do you have planned for when the world actually becomes what y'all been seeing in movies? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be able to survive without y'all earthly things, your jewelry, your makeup, your wigs, your fancy clothes, all that shit. What is y'all gonna do when they snatch all that away, allegedly? What is y'all plan gonna be? What is y'all plan gonna be when they take away the food, the water, the resources, allegedly? What is gonna be your survival mode that you're going to kick in or go into when that time comes? Because they slowly preparing y'all, but nobody is being prepared because they know they got to distract y'all. They also have to have zombies. They have to have sheep, cows. Okay, you humans are just like the animals that goes into the slaughterhouse, and y'all the next ones to go into the slaughterhouse, which is the FEMA camps when they put y'all in those FEMA camps and shit, where they have to make y'all think that y'all have to deal with this type of stuff or go into those type of camps for the survival of humanity and all this stuff. Like, what is going to be your survival mode? And then when they bring forth the technology, because y'all know we're moving into a new age, right? We in the 2020 mode. We're in the 2020 mode, and this mode is to move us forward with the technology. Um, Now let me ask y'all this pertaining to the technology that they're trying to move us forward into, because they got to move us into the new age, okay? Because new babies is being born every single day, and they have to make sure they move it forward for the babies that is being born, because those are the ones that they need the most. Us, they don't really care too much for us, allegedly. They don't really care too much for us, allegedly. They really want the babies that's been born in the 2020s and up, because they are going to be the new generation that's going to be the ones to the brain through, or I'll say break through, break in, mostly just break in the new technology, because they don't know anything, because they're born into it and they're babies. So they ain't gonna know anything as far as how the world is, because they're babies. There's no worries for them. So they're the new generation that they need to move forward with, to bring forth this new technology and have them be okay with it, because they're gonna be born into the unknown and not knowing anything about it. Where so us, we already born. We already know about the technology. Y'all know, like I told y'all about the meat. You notice when you eat the meats, they don't taste like meat. When you eating a burger, when you eating a steak, chicken, especially chicken, bitch. The chicken just be fucking me up sometimes, and I don't even know what to do. Cause y'all remember when I showed y'all the video of the GMO animals, and I showed y'all the pig, the cow, and the chicken. Those three animals, every human being on earth eats the most. Those three animals, okay? And they done fuck and tamper with their DNA. Okay, and for those of you who do not know, they can tamper and play with our DNA. They have a new technology that's called CRISPR. Okay, it's called CRISPR. And it's where it's a gene editing technology where they can make, I'm gonna use for examples, super babies. They call them super babies. And the meaning of the super babies is you and your partner can go to this facility, which is the CRISP, and y'all can design the baby that you want. If you don't want the baby to come out with any disabilities, any problems, you want the baby to have a certain eye color, you want the baby to have certain hairstyles, hair texture, all of that, you could change out of your child's gene and put something else into the gene. They've been doing this for thousands of years, but they ain't told y'all about it until now because they want you guys to believe that this is some new technology when it's not no new technology. The same technology being mentioned from ancient times to the Bible times to the beginning of times. If you paid attention, you will see it's the same technology. But since we are also in the unknown and we are born into the unknown, we also think that this technology is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because come on, you get to go to a facility and you get to design your own fucking baby. And all you got to do is use a new technology called the gene editing, which they call it CRISPR. And you could create whatever type of baby that you want, just like you could create whatever type of dog or animal that you want. If you don't want a motherfucking parrot to actually talk English and talk more clearly of English and not be a parrot, you could take out that gene and put it where it can have a human talking sissies. Yes, test tube babies. They call them smart babies, but they also known as test tube babies. You wanted the price tag, Shimona. You wanted the price tag for that, girl. Girl, don't even ask the price tag, okay? Don't even ask the price tag. Don't even ask the price tag, just like cloning. Just like they have a machine that is designed to edit out the DNA and put something else in there. It's kind of like GMO, to be honest with y'all, because if y'all know about the GMO, y'all would know GMO is an organism that is formed into everything. It's an organism, it's chemicals with it, it's bacteria with it, it's fungi with it. And then they mix it with whatever fruit. So let's say if the fruit is banana, you're gonna have a GMO banana. It's gonna be like, I'll say 40% banana, and then the rest of the percentage is gonna be mixed with organisms, fungi, bacteria, what else? They like to put in and put in fetuses, and it depends on if they're gonna put monkey fetus in it or baby fetus in it. They mix all it in together and say it's a banana, but really it's a fucked up ass fruit that is not like natural at all. Because when y'all know you consume GMO fruits, vegetables, and meats, it has a side effect to it, and they know that it has the side effect, but they're not testing it because they're testing it on us as humans. They want to see how our body react to it than them actually doing it in the lab like they supposed to do. And this is allegedly. We're gonna see it's allegedly. Girl, let me find my allegedly. Because you know how these people do. Where's the allegedly? Okay, we got our allegedly down pat. Cause we don't need no bullshit them fucking with us. So we gonna say allegedly today. Right? Need not allegedly on these hoes. So back to what I was saying. So y'all know when they do the when we eat the GMO, and not only that, when they have to spray the Roundup chemical is what, like, I'll say, put the GMO in hibernation and hibernate mode or some shit like that. It makes it floor even more when they spray the Roundup, which is on our crops, because this is the soil. Okay, keep in mind the soil is very, very important for us as human beings. And if you're spraying a chemical on the fucking fruits and vegetables in the soil that grows our food and that we eat from, what y'all think is gonna happen to our bodies if they're spraying a chemical on there that causes all types of different fucking cancer? Hello, Blake. Hey, Aisha. Hey, Perfect. What y'all think is gonna happen to us? Keep in mind of the people that's suing Mustano, the Roundup shit, because they no longer talking about it anymore. Y'all notice that? They're no longer talking about it, but people still suing them. These people are getting cancer. They're getting their skin burnt literally off by spraying the Roundup chemical on our fucking fruits and vegetables at these farms. If they're spraying the chemicals, this chemical Roundup on our fruits and vegetables, it is getting in our soil and things like that, and they're growing our food. What y'all think gonna happen to our bodies when we consume that shit? Jenny, you better tell them, girl. Y'all better start planting y'all own food. Start seeing if y'all can buy some seeds and stuff. And y'all have to make sure the seeds is like the normal regular size seeds too. And it's like some places that's online that y'all can go to where y'all can buy the real natural seeds and stuff. And and be helping out your local farmers too, because y'all don't understand what your farmers going through, where they have people like Bill Gates them and other billionaires trying to buy them out, and they're really not trying, even though they need the money and they do want to sell their farmland and their whole business, but they're not trying to because they know the bullshit that is happening, and so they're trying to still, hold on to their farm. Make sure y'all out there supporting y'all local farmers markets and stuff, because they're the ones who actually put in the hard work for us. But it's nothing that they can do if we don't have their back. These people, you don't have farmers done took their government to court and ain't nothing happened because of how much they are paid by these rich folks, and they taking over and stuff. These people done complain about how they done sat here and got regulations, they done got violations and stuff just from stupid shit. You know, just from them, like, say this farmland right here, they do their shit natural. They use the natural shit, because keep in mind, it's barely any natural seeds out there. I'm gonna be honest. It's barely any natural foods. And the only reason why it's barely any natural foods because they don't want us to eat the natural food. They want the natural shit for themselves. They want us to eat the demonic food. I call the shit demonic as hell, because ain't no way in hell I'm trying to eat a banana that got all these different types of shit in it. I just want a whole 100% banana, bitch. A whole banana. I want a whole strawberry. I don't want a strawberry that's mixed with organisms and baby fetus and monkey fetus and fungi and all this other weird shit. I don't want my motherfucking fruit to be mixed in. Let me stop cussing. Cause see, when I be talking about this shit, it be pissing me off. I don't want my fruit. I don't want to eat no fucking banana and no plum, all the fucking fruit. Okay, and have y'all noticed when you eat the fruit, it don't taste sweet at all? Shit bitter as fuck. Okay, I don't even like strawberries no more, and I love strawberries to death, but I don't even eat strawberries no more. You wanna know why I don't eat them? For one, they too huge. Okay, they beyond huge, and they're not shaped like the triangle strawberries, the circular triangle strawberries like they used to look back in our days when we were kids. They don't look like that. They all lopsided, one-sided looking and shit, and all big and overall and shit, and then you don't even really see the triangle in it because the shit looks so weird looking. And I just be like, child, I ain't finna eat that shit. I'm not finna eat this GMO ass motherfucking strawberry. And it's the same shit with the fucking bananas. Y'all notice the bananas is huge as fuck. Like super huge. And the grapes is like beyond huge, bitch. Them bitches look like bowling balls and stuff. I be like, girl, what's going on with the food is huge? And don't get me on the chicken drums. That's why I only eat the flats, and I don't even want to eat the flats because the flats starting to get too huge too. Y'all notice that them chicken johns be beyond big, bitch. You know I always hate voodoo. Spam, now you know hey baby bop. Nah, spam. Now you know I get hyped when I be talking about this conspiracy shit. You know I get hyped. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. It's seedless, everything. Like, there's no seeds in the grapes. When I eat the grapes, I don't see the seeds in them shits. And I like, especially when you go and buy the watermelon, bitch. Don't get me started on the watermelon. The watermelon, like, in the mangoes, child, I just gave up on fruits. I ain't gonna even lie, child. I just gave up on fruits, even though, we have to still eat the fruits. I don't be wanting to eat it out the stove. So I'd rather just go to the farmer's market, and I'd rather go to the one that's natural. Because not every farmer's market also doing it natural neither. It's on a very, very few. So y'all have to search around for that farmer's market that actually does their shit the right way. It takes time for them to do it the right way, but I'd rather eat a motherfucking whole motherfucking strawberry. That strawberry then be out here eating strawberries and organisms and fungi and all other type of bacteria that can go into one. I don't want that type of food. That shit doesn't taste right. You can tell it doesn't taste right, and it tastes like you eating poison. Just like how they put in the arsenic in the bottles of water. They found high levels of arsenic in bottles of waters that were being sent out to the Sam's Club and Walmart. And it's all the brand bottles of water. It wasn't just one bottle of brand of water like the purified water or the great value water. No, it was in all of them bitches. All of the bottles of waters that they were finna ship out to Walmart and the Sam's Club store in that state. I think it was California. All of the bottles of water tested for high levels of arsenic. And I'm like, well, hold up. How the fuck is they getting arsenic in bottles of water? What the fuck is these bitches doing to our bottles of waters that we drinking? Huh? What is they doing to the bottles of waters? Because first of all, why is there any type of chemical like that by the bottles of water? What is y'all doing in these factories and shit to the point where they testing bottles of water for arsenic? Why is arsenic being put in bottles of water? Nobody ain't got none of these questions. Human beings just walk around here like that movie says they alive. Where everybody walk around being fucking zombies and not realizing there's aliens amongst them and shit, and they being controlled by the media and the news and everything else because this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I see our world is now, because nobody ain't outraged. Y'all be outraged about stupid shit. Nobody ain't outraged about these people putting arsenic in our water. Y'all know what arsenic do to folks. We done seen it on a lot of true crime fucking televisions. Y'all know what arsenic do to folks, and y'all know what they do when they put little bit by little bit by little bit in there. That shit slowly kills your ass. Huh? What about the recycled plastic bottles that the water was in? Oh yeah, women empowerment. They also says that the bottles of water, the plastic bottles of water, we are drinking plastic, microplastic. We're drinking microplastic because the foods and the drinks that we use in plastic containers and plastic bottles and shit like that, it sheds plastic. So because by the microplastics shedding from the plastic bottles and the plastic food containers and whatever else, the chip bags that's plastic, what we use, the plastic that we're using, they saying that it's shedding. I mean, I still need help with that because y'all know I'm slow on that part. They say that the plastic is shedding, right? And they saying that we are consuming the plastic, and the plastic is causing a lot of humans in America. I'm gonna say because right now it's only with America they said this was happening. So Americans is consuming microplastic fibers in their immune system due to the plastics that they're using, the bottles of water, chip bags, and plastic containers where our food goes in, or restaurants that y'all go and eat out and they use those plastic containers to put your food in. They saying that those type of plastics is shedding plastic and it gets in our food. So when it gets in our food, we consume the food, and that's how the micro plastic fibers is getting inside of our immune system because we're eating the plastic due to the plastic bottles and the plastic bullshit is shedding, right? But what they ain't telling you is they already putting that shit into our food because what is the shit called? They're not called micro organisms. What is this? It's like little box. I forgot what the little box is called. Child, I gotta go back and go see. I gotta get back on my conspiracy stuff because I've been consumed with a lot of the beef sector shit. And bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I've been consumed with that whole Will and Jada stuff. I've been watching a whole lot on that too. But I gotta get back to my conspiracy side, because I have been slacking. Now it's not the microorganisms that they call them. They're called micro something else, and they're like miniature robots that is we consume in our bodies that's fucking with our bodies and our immune system. It's not the microplastic, but it's something like that. But I forgot what they call it, child. I don't remember. Can one of y'all rest, Miss Rhonda? What they call plastic seeps into everything. Yes, just Blaze, it does. They do that. Yo, rice too. The rice, also Slim Girl, the rice. Y'all be careful with the rice because the rice is full of fucking plastic. Okay, and how I found out about the plastic and how the conspiracies, how we found out about the plastic rice and the plastic fucking cabbage. It's because a lady that was in Jamaica, bitch. A lady that was from Jamaica did her a video on Facebook, and this is like what 2 3 years ago. So yeah, it was a while. It was some years ago. She the first one who made it go viral where everybody start inspecting their food because she took a fucking cabbage, ripped off one of the leaves of the cabbage, and set the motherfucker on fire. The cabbage didn't burn. The cabbage didn't burn. Is y'all listening to me? The cabbage didn't burn, bitch. It didn't burn. And then I saw another. Be careful with y'all eating McDonald's too, cause child, it was the dude and his wife did an experiment, and they set their McDonald's out for. I think they did it for like 2 months. They wanted to only try for a week and see if it gonna mildew, and they actually recorded it for the 2 months that they did it. They did a video where they recorded, edited and did what they had to do, but they showed the 2 month time period of them ordering McDonald's fries and the burger. Child, do y'all know that McDonald's didn't go bad? Do y'all know the McDonald's did not go bad for sitting out for 2 whole fucking months? It didn't go bad. The lady burnt the motherfucking cabbage. That bitch didn't burn. And then she was the same lady. She did the cabbage. Then she turned around and she did the rice. Girl, the rice is what really made her go viral. When she did that rice and she got the rice and she did the when she began to cook it, but she didn't cook it all the way like down to where it's supposed to be how we'll cook our rice. And she showed the plastic of the rice. it was just nothing but plastic fucking rice. You see so much plastic around the rice. I was like, wow, this is some bullshit. This is how they making our food. This is so fucking careless. Like the lady literally just showed y'all that the rice is fucking plastic rice. It's full of fucking plastic. Like they grew the rice out of plastic or some shit. And this is the type of experiments that they be doing. And I don't think people understand this. These are the type of experiments. Y'all do know the human body in itself it's a machine itself, right? It's a machine of itself. Y'all are God's creation. In order for you to try to understand God creation, you got to try to do shit to the creation for you to try to study it. And this is what they're doing. They're doing things to make our bodies break down. They're doing things to see which human body is strong and which human body is weak. We're nothing but test tube babies to these motherfuckers. This bald headed asshole. I hate this thing. Okay, it's the same bullshit. Oh, I hate doing this. Okay, I'll get started on this. This weekend, I'll start on this here. It's a whole lot to do, but I'll get started on it. Send me all this fucking paperwork. I have to have somebody fill that out. I'm too slow. Anyways, hey Nisi, hey, hey Shakila, look at y'all coming through, girl. Well, I actually accidentally burnt rice, so I know mine. You better burn that rice shot, but then you burn the rice, it's gonna it does, doesn't it? Empress girl, homework packet it is. It's a heavy one, heavy packet, shy, heavy packet, shy. So that's what we were talking about. Cause see, y'all already got me here for a little while now. Already, I'm gonna be here for an hour. We'll give it. Hey, chocolate cocoa, auntie. We'll give it for an hour, right? Cause this is getting good. So after she burnt the rice and showed that the rice was full of plastic, she went viral for it, and a lot of people did conspiracy videos on it. And then not only did they do conspiracy videos, but people started doing their own tests on their food. Like some people started doing it with the ice cream, where they set the ice cream out. And y'all know you set the ice cream out for like 5 minutes, that's less than 5 minutes. That shit is gonna melt. Certain brands, they ice cream. I think it was the bunny ice cream they did their experiment on, and the ice cream didn't melt. It didn't melt at all. So y'all gotta be careful with that shit too. Like, be careful with y'all food, and like when y'all checking the ingredients and stuff. Let me help y'all out with these ingredients. Let me hold on real quick. Help y'all out real quick with these ingredients, bitch. Okay. Now we got the Lucky Charms. We got the Lucky Charms, and we got the Apple Jacks, right? When I go to the store, I always check the ingredients. And when I check the ingredients, I always look up the ingredients, because you always supposed to know what you're eating, what your kids is eating, and what you're consuming in your body. Okay? This one has the corn flour blend. Y'all know anything with corn flour in it? Child, look, it gives you that flavor, but it ain't good. It ain't good. But we ain't got no choice because this is what they put into our fucking food. They got whole grain yellow corn flour, determinated yellow corn flour, sugar wheat flour, whole grain oat flour, modified food starch. And they make sure they highlight that and put that in bold letters. Okay. And it's the reason why they highlighted the sugar, the wheat flour, the whole grain oat flour, the modified food starch contain 2% or less of vegetable oils, hydrogenated coconut, soybean, and or cottonseed, oat fiber, salt, soluble corn fiber, yellow corn fiber, dry apples, apple juice, concentrated, cornstarch, cinnamon, natural flavor, modified cornstarch. They got it in here second time, but it's not highlighted like the first one. And then it has the baking soda in it, and it has the yellow 5, red 40, blue 1. See, now that blue 1 shit is new to me. Now I gotta look up what blue 1 stands for, because I know the red 40 is they put the red dye in there, which I don't know why they putting dyes in our fucking cereal, but that's what they want to do. And then the yellow 5. Now this B1, that's something new. I ain't know about the B1, so I gotta go look up and search up what the B1 is. And then y'all know they have the BHT for freshness. Y'all need to look up that BHT for freshness, shy. And I ain't finna read these bit numbers. That's for the vitamins and minerals. I ain't finna read those. I can read the reduced iron, and that's all I'm gonna read. Now, if y'all want to know about these other ingredients, y'all gonna have to go because a bitch ain't finna pronounce this. Okay, I know the thiamine hydrochloride. I know that one. And the folic acid. So you know I know about that folic acid, bitch. Okay. Now why they putting acid in the food? Now why they got this in the food? Now why? Tell me why. That don't make no sense. It just don't. Now we going over to that one I just read was the Apple Jacks. Those was the ingredients in the Apple Jacks. We're gonna go to the ingredients over here in the Lucky Charm. And these is the ingredients in the Lucky Charm. See, girl, I'm not gonna read them bit letters. Girl. Okay, I think that says peroxidine hydrochloride. Ooh, girl, I pronounced that right, bitch. Hold on, I pronounced that right. Okay. Bitch. Girl, I had to pronounce that right there, girl. Girl, look at me with these big red. Hell no. Okay, now they have the Trisodium prostate. Now the Trisodium prostate, y'all know that is a deadly chemical, right? Now this is in the Lucky Charms. The Apple Jacks is still deadly. Some of those ingredients, y'all need to look up those ingredients. Some of those ingredients is deadly as hell. But it ain't worse than this one over here with the Lucky Charms. Now I see, but my sound bites, they love them some Lucky Charms, and so do my husband. But child, I be trying to tell them about these ingredients. Now here come the Trisodium I think it's called proboscite or some shit. Girl, don't quote me on that, but I know the Trisodium. Y'all know the Trisodium. That shit is it's a chemical. Okay, I don't. Why are they putting that into our cereal when it's a deadly chemical? Y'all do know that, right? It's a deadly ass chemical. But they put this in our ingredients. They put whole grain oats, sugar, cornstarch, modified cornstarch, corn syrup, diatrose, and contain 2% or less of salt, gelatin, trisodium prostate, 40 Red 40, I meant to say. Yellow 5 and 6, blue 1. There go that blue shit again. I don't know what that blue shit is. I gotta look that blue one up because that's the first time they started putting that in natural and artificial flavors. Vitamin E mixed Ticlosol added to preserve freshness. And then they got the vitamins and the minerals, and then they got the calcium carbonate, vitamin C, sodium, iron and zinc, mineral naturals, nutrition. I said naturals, mineral nutrition. Okay, and then they have the Thamian motrastate. Girl, I ain't even try to pronounce that word. That fuck that. Okay, that's just too much. But I need y'all to look up those ingredients, okay? And tell me what y'all think those ingredients is, and you will see why I say it's important for y'all to be reading your ingredients. Bitch, I don't give a damn if I don't know how to pronounce it. Whole Google know how to pronounce that whole, and Google know the definition of it. Now we going into the canned goods. Give y'all a little lesson on this bullshit. See how they be fucking around with our food. Read your ingredients. Read your ingredients, girl. Read your ingredients. Search that shit up when you in the I got the sweet peas. I got the sweet peas. Now this one. Now this one says it's just it's green peas and water. That's all. The sweet pea says it is green beans and water. Now that's how you know you ain't gotta worry about all that different bullshit that you can't pronounce in your food, because this one just says green beans and water, bitch. That's all you got. You got green beans and water. Now let's go to the beefaroni though. Let's go to the beefaroni. Because the beefaroni ingredients is tomato puree, water enriched pasta. You got wheat. You got reduced iron. You got that theanine shit again. You got that riboflavin. You got that folic acid. You got beef. Less than 2% of high fructose corn syrup. Now I hate that high fructose corn syrup bullshit, because bitch, that's the main one that be having y'all giving y'all gut problems. That high fructose corn syrup is great, trips the mouth up every time I have to say that bullshit. But that shit right there fucks up your gut. I'm just telling you right now. If you eat anything with the high fructose corn syrup, girl, that's gonna fuck up your gut. Okay, that gut ain't gonna never go nowhere if you eating shit like that with this in there. But hey, it is what it is. Mine ain't got no guts, so they good. They eat this type of stuff anyways. But you got the texture vegetables, protein, soy, okay, caramel color. I don't even know what the hell a caramel color gonna do. What is a caramel color for? You know what I'm saying? You got that sodium and prostate shit in them, and then you got something that's called the Z, or not Z, XANTHN gum. And then they got flavors, salicylic acid, and soybean oil. Okay, girl, it got a whole bunch of shit in there. Do you know many of those are vitamins? Yes, I do know some of those are vitamins. But not all of them is vitamins, though, Keyguard. Not all of them is vitamins. They put them as vitamins, but bitch, all of those is not vitamins. Some of those you need to search up. Some of those is chemicals, okay? Like that the other one I said. What's the name? Child, it's too hard to pronounce. Don't quote me on it, okay? Don't quote a slow bitch on these words. But anyways, listen, some of those, now I know about the vitamins, that's why I didn't read the vitamins B, A, and C and all that shit. I'm talking about the ones that I know for a fact ain't no motherfucking vitamins, and they putting them as vitamins in our food. Ain't no way that chemical is a fucking vitamin. I'm just saying. You don't say. You don't have to say. What kind of acid? Some flavonoid, some type of shit. They said, girl, some citric. It's called citric acid. That one has the citric acid in it, and the cereal has the fluids acid in it. So they put in different acids in our food too. So the shit is crazy. Oh my God, these prices will be everything processed, preserved with the salt, with sugar and salt. Yep, Miss B, that is true. Everything they give, I would never feed my children a beefaroni. I'm just saying. Well, most people won't feed their kids beefaroni. Mine's like beefaroni. And I likes to cook it. They loves it with I cook it with rice and fried chicken or fried pork chop, and then eat the beefaroni. But eating it by itself, they're not gonna eat it by itself. They'll eat it if I cook it with the rice and fried chicken or fried pork chop. Then they'll eat the beefaroni, and I'll eat the beefaroni too with the rice and fried chicken and the pork chop, 'cause it be good with your hot sauce. You know, it's canned goods, bitch. What's up with the broccoli? And we ain't gonna do the broccoli today. We ain't gonna do the broccoli. We ain't gonna do the broccoli today. But those were canned goods. If y'all didn't know, those wasn't the fruits. I mean the vegetables in the refrigerator, because they don't. In the ones that you get out of the bag in the freezer, they don't really give you the ingredients on there. To be honest with you, you just pretty much, I mean, why would they? Because you actually have the fruit. But then again, they should, because it could be a GMO ass broccoli. You don't know. It could be a GMO broccoli. It could be a GMO cabbage. You don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But they don't put the labels on the vegetables that's frozen out the freezer. They don't put the labels on there. They put them on the canned goods. Okay. Kika, don't do that. Hey, my son. How you been? Don't eat anything with red five in it. Eat neither. Yes, the joy queen. And that's what I'm saying. When they have that red five in that yellow shit too. The yellow five, the red five, or the red 40. Like, look some of these ingredients up, because they do tell y'all it's for us and it's for our bodies. But when you look it up, it's not what they say it is. I'm being honest. It's not what they say it is at all. The shit is not what they claim it to be at all. It's like fucking truly chemicals that they putting in our bodies, and they mixing the shit in our food and drinks and having us eat and drinking. And some people be wondering why they be feeling sick and don't know what be going on, and their brain want to slip away. All types of stuff be happening. And the only reason why it be happening like that is because they tampering with our food. And now they want it to be food shortage, because now they want to have control over the food shortage so they can move forward with our one world government, allegedly. Fry some chicken and heat up some beef raw on it. No tilapia. No, no, nobody ain't eat no tilapia, girl. No, we don't do no girl. I'm doing salmon and snappers and stuff like that, but we don't do no tilapia, okay? But I love tilapia, girl. A lot of black folks love tilapia until they found out that tilapia ain't no real fish. Until they found out that tilapia is fish guts all into one. Just like certain steaks, like what kind of steak it is. The New York strip steak, they could do it like that. And it's another steak that's just like the New York steak strip, and it's not really a New York steak strip steak strip. The shit is actually like multiple of the steak put together, and they glue it. And remember I told y'all about that glue meat? Some of y'all be thinking that that's the fat from the meat, girl. That ain't that fat. That ain't you eating glue meat, girl. That ain't no fat, girl. Listen, okay, girl, listen. That ain't no motherfucking fat on the motherfucking steak, girl. That's glue meat. The New York steaks that they be having, and it's the other ones, the storylines. Those steaks are not actually those steaks. They tell you that they is, but if you dig deep and go into your research, You would know in a lab, they actually take all the leftover steak and they mix them in together to make them a New York steak or a sirloin. So basically, it's all steaks mixed together into one, and they make it into a New York steak or a sirloin. They do the same shit with tilapia. Tilapia is the bottom of the barrel because tilapia is, for one, it's a fake ass fish. It's not real. It was created in the lab, for one, and they created it by making all the other fishes, like from the tuna, the snapper, the salmon. What's the other ones? What's the other one? Shit, the other fishes. It's the other one too. Y'all know the other one. They take all those fishes, and once all their guts and shit is all, once they get all the good meat from out of the fishes, and they leave all the guts and all the other dead meat and shit left over, they mix that in together, and they create the tilapia. They mix it in together, and then the lab creates the tilapia. It's good, but you're not eating a tilapia. It's not a tilapia. It's actually a whole bunch of leftover dead fishes. Well, I ain't gonna say dead fishes because once they get the fishes, they dead anyways. But they get a whole bunch of leftover fishes, fish guts, and all intestines and all that shit, and they mix it in together, and then that's how they create the tilapia. The computer pretty much creates the tilapia, and they just put them all together, and the computer just prints out the tilapia, and then everybody likes the tilapia. I like that was like a delicacy type meal and stuff, but really in reality it's not. It's really not. It's not, child. I was, girl, when I found out the tilapia wasn't no real fish, I was so sick. I wanted to sue the tilapia company, like, y'all tricked the bitch. Okay, y'all tricked the bitch on this tilapia hole. But yeah, don't the tilapia is not what y'all think it is. So please, y'all, don't be eating tilapia. It has a lot of mercury in it. Now y'all know there's two types of mercury, right? Y'all know there's the mercury like a liquid, the deadly one, and then y'all know it's mercury where it's a natural mercury that fishes produces out of their bodies that we as human beings need to consume. That's why they tell y'all not to consume too much fish because it has too much mercury in it and you can't consume too much of it. But the fish mercury we need. We just can't have too much of it. Y'all know that. You can't have too much of it because it's still mercury. But we still need it for our bodies, which is why we survive off of fish like we have been doing for billions of years. Okay. But they have another mercury, which is a chemical compound. And yeah, shrimp has the most. They put mercury in our foods too. They put bits and bits of pieces, not pieces, of liquid of the mercury in our food. They also use it for, if y'all ever noticed when y'all go, um like right here, I got Tylenol. And have y'all ever went and looked at the ingredients on the Tylenol and y'all noticed that some of the ingredients that be in the Tylenol or the pain medication is some of the same ingredients that be in your food? Have any of y'all ever noticed that or ever saw that or even thought to check that out? See, like this one right here. The Tylenol has that modified cornstarch in it. So you mean to tell me they putting the modified cornstarch in Tylenol in our food? Wow, that's some bullshit. No, but I'm gonna look now. Why you think Kentucky Fried Chicken had to change its name to KFC? Come through with the food education for the kids, girl. Hey, Jada. You want me to drop the link? Hold on. I ain't see you say drop the link, bro. You want me to drop the Hey, she ready. Oatmeal and almond milk don't have dairy in it. Yeah, don't be drinking milk too, y'all, because we're not supposed to consume cow milk. You're not supposed to consume cow milk. I don't know if people know that. I dropped the link. You said I use ASC. Yes, use ASAP and Benadryl in it. Now come in KFC too. Never took a time now or Advil. Well, gospel girl, when you be having headaches and stuff, the Tylenol comes in handy. The Tylenol, the Advil, and ibuprofen. Some people like to say ibuprofen. I don't fuck with that ibuprofen. Okay, ibuprofen, it works, but it's just too much. But yeah, this shit has the modified cornstarch in it. So I'm trying to figure out how the hell a Tylenol for pain got modified cornstarch in it as well as your motherfucking cereal. So how your cereal and your medicine got the same ingredients in it? Girl, I'm just saying, make that make sense. Oh, you said bending agent. Okay, thank you for that. Cause I was like, girl, what is that? Cornstarch is used as a base. Cornstarch is a bender. So it's used in a lot of things, girl. That ain't good. Does come for corn. Thank you, Miss B. The cornstarch comes from the corn, right? Plus it helps coat the stomach. Girl, I don't know. Brooke,
Hey, this me. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, girl. Girl. Why would you have this conversation on this daytime like that? We ruining a whole bunch of people's dinners tonight.
Because they gotta know. They got to know, bro. They wanted a conspiracy video, so this is a conspiracy video today.
Well, listen, hey, y'all go. So let me piggyback. Everything that you said is absolutely correct. In reference to tilapia as well as in reference to like the Kentucky Fried Chicken. So real quick with tilapia is actually an African fish, right? It's not a real fish, but what happened was the Africans. This is way, way, way back in. They came up with something whereas though they kind of combined like a fish. You know how you try to make something like how we made Dolly, the lamb, the fake, the fake lamb. So they was
Yeah, and
basically
how they
doing
did
it.
it's like well, I can't say it's like chitlins because chitlins isn't made
Yeah,
up of anything. Chitlins is intestines, so it's
right.
not chitlins. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of different fishes combined together. So when you was like salmon, orange roughy is one of the fishes. Lake trout. It's not called lake trout, but trout. All these different fishes were combined together, and then it created tilapia. If y'all ever notice, you can even and y'all not gonna notice this until now after I said it. And promise me, let me know the next time y'all see me if y'all can know the difference now. Tilapia don't really smell like a regular fish. If you smell salmon or flounder, salmon really don't have a smell. Flounder, even orange roughy. Orange roughy is one of the most potent fishes, right? If after you smell that fish and then you smell tilapia, it don't even smell the same. The difference in the two fishes is how you can even tell a difference. Like literally, I had my husband do
It
a
doesn't smell like a dead fish.
yes, like a dead fish. It stinks. I really had him do an experiment because I wanted to see whether or not I was gonna be able to tell the difference. So I had bought a piece of tilapia and I bought a piece of flounder, right? I gave it to him and I told him to fry it the same way. So if I could see
Hmm.
which one was what. Girl, I ain't lying. Before I even looked at it, I put it down on my plate. I'm looking at it. They look the same, right? Because the way how he cut it in blocks, so I couldn't tell which one was what. So that's okay. I smelled it. The one that's the tilapia smell more fishy than the other one. So I said, okay. When I taste that tilapia, girl, I almost passed out. It's no way that y'all can tell me y'all like that. That shit and it make you stink.
Well,
Make you
all
just
the fishes
stink.
they be all the fishes be stank. The tilapia to me doesn't have that kind of that
It
that
got a
smell that
it has a
dead fish
dead
smell to me. That's
smell.
how
It
you
has a
know that it's
dead
not.
fish.
It
Dead
doesn't
fish
have the dead
smell.
fish smell to me though. It has
You
a
know?
weird smell. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that sniper, the salmon.
Okay,
Give
okay.
me those type of
So
smell. You know when you kill something and
yeah,
you smell it. Like when you eat chicken, you know that if the chicken is dead because it gives off
it give a
that
smell,
taste and
right?
that smell. You know, every meat gonna give that smell because it's dead. Tilapia gives off a stink smell, but it doesn't give me the dead smell.
Well, maybe I'm saying the smell wrong. The smell to me, it smells like I can tell it's not real. It don't smell like the
That's
other
what I'm
fishes.
saying. You can tell that it's not real. It's
It's not
not
real.
giving you
Yeah.
the dead smell, like the dead bloody smell.
Yes. And not just that, y'all got to be careful about shrimp because they are now farm raising shrimp. But here's the thing with that. They are telling people
Thank you,
that the
yes,
shrimp are
girl.
farm raised. Yeah, they telling people though about the shrimp.
I think 99% of the shrimp, I'm still eating my shrimp. I ain't gonna
Me
lie,
too,
I
girl. Me
pray over
too.
my food. Yeah, look, y'all gonna have to
Hmm.
pray over y'all food regardless because
Hmm.
none of the food that we're eating is safe anymore. They been got rid of the natural shit and they pretty much giving us experiment fucking food. So
Hmm.
even with people who think they eating healthy, just know you're not eating healthy because they took all that shit off the market. Our bodies is a test temple and they're basically running their experiments on our
Yep.
body with these foods that they're giving us.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter what you eat. This is why God tell us to pray over our food, and this is the reason why you have to pray over your food because of what they're feeding us.
Yep. So let me just take
Soon
it
y'all
back.
gonna be eating humans. If y'all don't know the truth, y'all gonna
It's
be eating humans.
already it's already been done. It's already human meat is starting to come up and it's coming up in steaks and it's being mashed in with the steak. So y'all gotta be real careful. Like when I tell you I'm literally thinking about becoming a vegan, I'm thinking about becoming a vegan because technically we aren't supposed to eat any of that. We are not supposed to eat cow. We're not supposed to eat pig. We're not supposed to eat meat, period. We are supposed to be vegetarians. We are supposed to eat off of the land, meaning whatever God
Yeah,
created
but
for us to
you know
eat.
that's not gonna happen. We can't
Girl,
eat
I
off
know,
the
girl.
land
I
for
know,
the
girl.
simple fact that they want
Woo.
everything for themselves. The higher ups, they want everything for themselves, and they don't want us to eat the natural food, which is why we getting a bullshit ass food. And you have these scientists going in labs
Mm,
creating new
yep,
creatures and animals and shit. They
yep.
want to feed us turkey, bird, alligator, shrimp, fucking animal and shit, and they call it chicken. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Don't
They
nobody
sure
want
do.
that. I don't want to eat no alligator, shrimp, fungi, bacteria ass fucking animal.
Yep. Yep. And if anything, start weaning yourself off of certain things. Like I don't drink milk. Since I had my gastric bypass surgery in 2011, I
Oh my,
became lactose intolerant, right? I was never lactose intolerant until after I had my surgery, which I'm happy I'm lactose intolerant now because I started drinking soy and almond. That's the only milk I drink, soy or almond. If I drink regular milk, it can't even be 2%, 1%. I will throw up. It will literally take my stomach and turn it inside out. So y'all got to stay away from that. That milk puts a lot of mucus in y'all bodies. So you got to stay away from that. Um
well, I'm glad that I destroyed your love, Kigar, for tilapia. I'm happy to help you with that part.
Oh, I can't see
I
the
ain't
I
real.
can't see the comments.
She
Hold on,
said
let me
she
click
said
on the
we
comments.
messed up her we destroyed her on the
Oh
tilapia.
no.
We happy to do that. We happy.
All right, so look, okay, so I'm gonna tell you a fish key guard that you can get that's gonna be that can replace tilapia. That's a real fish. It's called orange ruffy. It's called orange ruffy, right? Red snapper too, but orange ruffy is a little bit more like it got a like a. It's not a real harsh like fish smell, but you can. It tastes so good. It's a really, really, really good fish, and you have to go to the fish markets to get it. Everybody don't carry it. You have to go to like a fish market in your area to get it. But it's called orange ruffy. Go get that fish. You will not be disappointed. I promise you, you won't.
Yeah, go get
Good
that
fish.
fish. Don't eat no more tilapia. Okay, it ain't no.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the episode with Two Chains and he was like, my favorite fish to eat is tilapia, and then the dude
Yeah.
was like, tilapia is not a real fish.
Right.
Broke his whole heart
Broke his
when he
whole heart.
realized it wasn't no it wasn't
Yeah.
no fucking real fish.
And not
Like
just
damn, I
that.
can't eat tilapia no more. No, it's not no real fish. Do not eat that fish. It's man made.
It's man-made. Yeah,
It's a
anything
man
man-made,
made
you
fish.
should stay away from. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And
What
the
I was
fruits and
saying.
vegetables is man made too. Basically, all of our food
A lot
in
of our
drinks,
food
everything
is
is
man-made.
man-made
Yep.
because they're putting all different types of chemicals and bacteria and anything that they can put into our food to do some type of experiment that they want to do, they're doing
Mm-hmm.
it. So just
Yep.
like the bottles of water, plenty of people drink bottles of water, but you notice that the bottle of water doesn't taste like water. It tastes like something different. Like it tastes weird. It tastes nasty. And water not supposed to taste nasty. It's
Right.
plain. But you could taste some type of something in the water that is like, okay, what's going on with the water? Because it doesn't taste like clear, pure water like we used to drink
Right.
back in the days. You can tell the difference from how our food was back then and then
And
it is
nowadays,
now. The water does not taste good at all, y'all. It doesn't, but
so
you
it
have
don't.
no choice but to drink it. But that shit don't taste good at all. I swear it tastes
I can tell
dirty as
you
fuck.
why though. I can tell you why it tastes like that because you got certain
Wow.
waters now that got they are putting proteins in the waters. They're putting other adjectives instead of it being just all spring natural spring water. So what I do is I go when I go to the market, I get distilled water and I put it in my refrigerator and let it sit for about day or two. And then I drink it from that. Like I'll pour it in my little cup. I got a little cup. But I try to drink 32 ounces every day. But if you don't like the way how that water tastes, because if you notice, Dasani water tastes nothing like Deer Park. Dasani water tastes good. Deer Park water, if you let it sit or if you like open the tap, water's not supposed to have a smell. Before you know it, it'll start smelling like sewage water a little bit. And yeah, that's
It does.
because they put
It's
stuff
like
in it.
they use this, but they do that. They use the sewage water into our bottles of water because they cleans the sewage water. If people didn't know that,
Yeah,
they
there she go.
recycle shit.
Miss B
It's
said it.
nasty as fuck.
They put it's the preservatives. It is the preservatives. And matter of fact, it's a show, right? If y'all go on YouTube later on this evening, type in McDonald food shelf life. Do y'all not know that they did an experiment and it's still ongoing right now? They took a Big Mac French fries and they put it in a closed, like a closed casket thing, and where you can see it as it deteriorates, right? They put this thing in there, I think it was like 1965. Do you know that you can still see the sandwich? Like it don't even it looked like you can tell it's been there for some time. But after 50 plus years, it should be dissolved. It's still whole. Like picture shit is still
Mm-mm.
sitting there. You can tell what it was.
That's,
That's crazy.
yeah,
And we eat that shit.
this, yeah, it is. That Destana, whatever that bottle, what are
Dasani.
y'all saying in the chat? Dasani,
Dasani.
that
Mm-hmm.
water nasty as fuck.
You think it's
That
what
water is
nasty?
nasty.
Girl, I
It's
love
so
Dasani. It
nasty,
is
girl.
so good.
Y'all need to open up that third eye and taste this food, okay? Because I'm tasting. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm tasting when I eat the food. I barely want to eat, bitch. I'm about to go eat leaves and grass and grains and shit
Yep.
on y'all, and fuck all this other shit because when I'm eating anything now that I'm eating, I could taste the fakeness. I can
Yep.
taste it. Like it's nowhere for them to hide it, even though
Yep.
they try to pretend to us that this shit is real food. It ain't real
It's not.
food. It doesn't taste like no real food. But you know how the only thing that tastes real to me is crab.
Because it is real.
And
But they
sooner or later,
savages
they
though.
finna be fucking with is
Yeah.
the y'all don't give a damn about that. Let them be savages now.
They're
Let them
savages of the sea. But listen, right? Let me tell you what my
don't do the crowd.
nutritionist. Let me tell you
Fishes
what
is savages too.
my nutritionist told me, right? And ever since she told me this, it makes a lot of sense. And it's going to piggyback off of what you just said. We supposed to eat for our health, not for it to be good. We are supposed to eat so that it's like basically when you put in gas in your car. That's how we supposed to eat. So if food is overwhelmingly good for you, 9 times out of the 10, if it's like real good, you like, damn, this cheesesteak good. It ain't good for you. Food is not supposed to be good. It's supposed to supply your body with nutrients. It is not supposed to be good. And that's where a lot of the extra stuff is being added, and people love food, and that's just hey, people love food. And listen real quick, Kentucky Fried Chicken about 15 years ago, maybe more than that, Kentucky Fried Chicken had to take the name chicken out of its logo. Why? Because Kentucky Fried Chicken started to organically make their chicken, meaning they were creating they had a chicken farm, not a real chicken farm where it comes from an egg. No, they were organically creating these chickens and raising them and then killing them off and and selling them or whatever. If you ever notice, Kentucky Fried
Yeah, like
Chicken.
that video that I saw, it caused a whole outrage because they had baby chicks
Yeah.
and they showed where they took the baby shits and they just grind them up. And I was like, but
Hmm.
people was like, why y'all complaining? Y'all eat these chicks. And it's like, bitch,
Yep.
I didn't say I want to eat no baby chick. Who told y'all that? I don't want to eat no baby chickens. I don't want to eat no baby anything. Okay. That's disgusting. I don't want to eat no babies. It's already bad enough that we eat eggs and those is babies.
Yep. Yep. Eggs is the babies. You're absolutely
But I
correct.
don't want to see no baby, like thousands of baby chicks being slaughtered. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. So what I decided
That
to
y'all
do,
can't raise them up or nothing and let them roam free. Like, why we gotta kill them for? Like, what the hell going on with society? We gotta kill the baby chicks.
the man,
Why we
it's
gotta kill
the
the baby
man.
chicks?
It's the man, girls, the
They can
man.
live. The fuck?
Well, you made a good point. I wanted to ask you the other day, but I know we had talked about something else like a week or two ago. Did you see when Biden referenced the NWO?
Yes, I was talking about that in the New World Order, but they got y'all. Everybody got so stuck on the food
Uh,
shortage. We didn't get deeper into that part, so we're gonna get into that part now.
yeah,
So thank you for
everybody,
bringing it up.
yeah, because everybody's
That's
sleeping on Biden. Everybody's sleeping on that
No,
man.
they not sleeping. They ain't sleeping nobody. They got distracted, bro, by the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock debacle.
But that just
The
happened.
media did their job. The media did their job. They shifted the people's attention from what Biden said about the New World Order,
Yep.
and they paid attention to the little fake ass stage altercation that Will Smith and Chris Rock had. So everybody paid attention to that, and nobody paid attention to Biden talking about the New World Order.
Yeah, he talked about it a couple times too. It wasn't even he started talking about it right when this war started. When the war started, when Russia went and did that thing, he came out and did a press and he was talking about it and he referenced the one world order. And I was like, wait a fucking minute. Did he just say one world order? I had to repeat it back.
Yeah,
I had to listen to it like 4 times and make sure I did not hear what I just heard. Y'all better
yeah, it
prepare
was the
yourselves
New World Order that he
because it's
mentioned.
coming.
And people is taking this shit for a joke, and it's not a joke. They finna take everything from y'all so they can have control over y'all.
Yes.
And people not understanding this. Make sure y'all stacking up on the food
Yes.
because, like I told them, in the new world order, they're gonna put everything as in one world government. Everything gonna
Hmm.
be on on the one leader, on the one rule, one government, and under one God, and it ain't gonna be the one we serve up in heaven. It's gonna be the one that's sitting down in hell. Yeah, well,
Correct.
y'all gonna be serving because I ain't gonna be serving his ass. He can kiss my ass and drop dead.
Okay.
Well, he already dead, but you know what I mean.
And
He
listen,
kissed my ass to go back to motherfucking hell, cause bitch, I ain't taking the belly of the beast. Y'all can
no.
take the belly of the beast for this technology. Kiss my ass with the
It ain't gonna
technology.
be in that. To
And
preserve, I'm going to tell
I
you.
suffer the natural way. I suffer that natural way.
Listen.
You ain't finna hook my brain up to no motherfucking machine. Ain't nobody finna get inside my
No.
brain. Y'all got me fucked up.
So Pazar, listen, I'm getting ready to tell you where it's gonna come in at. It's already out. So ain't nobody pay attention. Well, you may know about this because you do conspiracy stuff. But at the beginning of this whole pandemic shit, when it first started in early 2020, right? Do you know that the year before that, Bill Gates had put in a patent. The patent number is 060606. It got approved in April of 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. Guess what the patent is? Do you know what it is? You should know what it is, Mazzaro.
Girl, remind me, I'm high.
It's basically a chip. And it's the RFD is a RFID chip that can be inserted to basically if anything, if you remember the movie named Time, it's an RF
Mm-hmm.
chip that can be inserted into either your hand or your anywhere in your body where it's easy for people to access it. Bill Gates went and got that approved. If you type that in Google right now, if you don't want to do it in Google, do it in DuckDuckGo. But type in 060606, the patent is going to pop right up. Go and read it and read what it say. I promise you, That was
Oh
the
yeah, you is
starting point.
correct. She is correct. They already also,
It's
bro.
already
They
started.
already using those that chip.
Yeah,
They using the RFID chip already. People
yeah,
is already getting it put in the, between their in their index finger, not the index finger, but in the middle part of their finger.
absolutely.
Or some of them is getting it put installed into their brain. So y'all already know that these people finna start moving forth with the chip. Now they told y'all that it is a lie and that that is not going to happen, but it is happening. They
Yep.
already have some companies that's forcing people
Hmm.
to get the chip put in their arm. I mean,
It's
in their
already
hand
being done. Hold on, I'm going to
or
tell you the
in
name of
their
the country.
forehead.
It's
It's done in
in.
America too. Look on YouTube. All you got to
Oh
do
yeah,
is
yeah,
look on
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's in, but the chip they made it public. It's I think it's Australia. Hold on, let me tell you I can tell you the exact name of the damn oh shit. Can you hear me, Pizarro?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I hate this stupid thing sometimes. I be trying to do stuff on my computer. I got a whole lot. Hold on, I'm going to tell you the name of the country. They started it actually right before the pandemic, and they literally pay their employees off of that chip. And now medical records can be uploaded on that chip. Sooner or later, it's going to be mandatory that everybody gets that chip, the RFID
If you want to
implant.
work, if you want to
Yep.
buy, if you want to sell, if you want to own your own business, if you want to do things for yourself, you're gonna have to move through that chip. Now they just putting it as the chip, but the chip is gonna be upgraded, and the chip is really
Hmm.
gonna be the market beast, which is already Brooke told y'all it's the 060606, and it's no different from the COVID. The COVID was the patent too, and I don't
Hmm.
know why people didn't know
It
this,
is.
but you can literally go and search it on the CDC's website.
Yeah, you can.
COVID was also a patent, and that same company that released the COVID out into the world is the ones who got approved for the patent of the COVID-19.
Y'all better get on top of game. The country right now who is doing it is Sweden. Right now, they have their they went from only doing it on an employee level type thing where they said quote unquote that they were doing tests to see how effective it would be if a person ain't got to carry around a bank card or whatever, whatever, and they get paid. That was about 2 years ago. More recently, the last 3 months, now they're using the chip as a passport. So do y'all see how it's now starting to convert and add more stuff in it before you know it? And others in some states,
Oh yeah, that's the
Texas is
thing.
one of
This
them.
is where.
In
Mm-hmm.
Texas, one in Texas, right now as we speak, you can't
Yeah.
show them a card that says you have the COVID shot. They have to look you up now in the system to see whether or not you have that COVID shot. They are trying to pass a law that instead of us showing, because people can make up the little fake things. No, baby, you have to be now put in the system, and they're gonna put your name in there. And if your name don't pop up in that system as you having that, you're not gonna be able to do nothing at all. The chip is coming right behind it. That's the purpose of the chip. That's the purpose of Bill Gates coming out with it right. Like literally, damn smack in the middle. He put it out a year before. It didn't get approved until April 2020. That's number one. And then number two, that chip is going to be used for damn near everything. Passport, ID, your money, bank, going to the market, buying stuff. That's what that chip is going to be for. Watch my
And
words.
that's the new thing that's going to happen to the market, the stock market, all that's going to crash. The
Oh
banking, all
Lord.
that's going to crash. All that is going to crash. It's going to crash for a reason. Just like they're gonna tell y'all they also, for those of you who haven't been paying attention to the government, they also have money shortage too. So not only do
Mm-hmm.
they have food shortage,
Money.
and Biden mentioned the new world order, they also is having money shortage. So the
Mm-hmm.
government is claiming they running out of money, but yet, see, 'cause this is what they did, right? They said that they ran out of money because they had to give you Americans stimulus
Mm-hmm.
check
Yep.
and then the child tax credit. That made them go broke. But what's funny to me is how they don't acknowledge that the government actually on both sides, the Republicans and the Democrats,
Yeah.
gave money. Most of the money, like 99% of the fucking money, went to corporations and CEOs.
Yep.
And it's like the media never ever mentions this. Instead, it's always being put off as in we had to give the American people this much money, so this is why we're going broke. But not you giving $100 million to Amazon, not you giving $3 billion to the Tesla company. That didn't make y'all go broke. That didn't make
Yep.
y'all go broke. But giving out stimulus checks made y'all go broke.
Bull crap. And I'm on a comment to Miss B, right? Miss B been making some valid points in the chat. The last point that I was able actually see, I didn't want to get distracted. She said that this is nothing that's new. It's been here. You're 100% correct. But let me tell you, the first time that they tried to initiate it, it did not work. It was with the swine flu. The swine flu wasn't potent enough to get it done. 10 years later, now we're here with the COVID 19. COVID 19 got it done. That's why now it's more noticeable for people who have been paying attention because it had to affect the entire world in order for a new world order to take place. Whatever the
Hmm.
situation is, it had to have a direct, huge impact on the whole world and not just one country. The swine flu didn't take off here. The swine flu stayed in China. I don't even think, I think maybe one or two people here got it. Other than that, it didn't affect the United States. It didn't affect Russia. It stayed there. It wasn't potent enough. The swine flu is COVID-19 with three different new agents. Y'all don't know that? I just dropped some gems on y'all to told y'all that. If y'all ain't know, now you know.
Yep, and they also giving millions to Ukraine, so they can give not millions. It's actually $1 billion. They're giving $1 billion to Ukraine, but they can't pay the American people because the American people need a new stimulus because they're getting high. They're going high up on the gas, the food, and
Everything.
everything around. It's
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything is
Everything.
going up. They're going high on everything. It's like the government doesn't care that these corporations is out here price gouging, and they're allowing them to do this, and they see what is happening. But now they want to cry when the people want they us another stimulus. Now they crying about they broke.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is crazy. It's getting ready to be hell. I mean, for the most part, I think in our lifetime, we're going to be able to see the beginning of it. But our children and our grandchildren's lifetime, they're going to probably get the worst of the impact of all of this. Because again, it was different phases. And I'm going to tell you when it started. If y'all don't remember this, maybe the older people in the chat remember this. When Ronald Reagan became president, do y'all remember the words that he said out of his mouth? That's when it started. That's when it started to take shape where they were wanting to do the whole New World Order thing. But stuff just was not lining up like it was supposed to line up. So they had to keep pushing it back. But this right here, this was perfect.
We gonna see if Biden move forward, which I believe that he gonna be the one they pick for this because he look like this has been something he been waiting on. But we gonna have to see which one actually gonna move forth this new world order.
Mm-hmm.
So far it seems like Biden is the one who's going to take
Mm-hmm.
on this plan that they want
Yep.
allegedly to move on with this new world order, and we time will tell when it comes for the next presidency when y'all have to deal with voting again on who y'all want to be president. So it's gonna be out of whether it's him or someone else he gonna run up against. Time will tell on who would be the one to move forth the plan because they need someone to move forth this next election comes for the president for the presidents. They need somebody that's gonna move the plan forward and not give a damn about how the Americans or anybody in the world feel because they have a plan that they have to get to. Okay, it's way deeper and bigger than what most people believe or think this shit is. All this is moved forward for one entity and one entity only.
Only. Yep. And
And
so
that
real quick,
entity is not to sit around and keep waiting on human beings.
yep. And I'm just peachy. Let me rephrase that. I wasn't meaning like literally one or two people in a country that has over a billion people in it. What I mean by that is when the swine flu came out, it did not affect the United States how it affected where it came from, which is China. It did not affect us like that, like how the COVID affected us almost damn near immediately. That's what I mean. So I apologize. Don't take that literally. Like I'm saying, one or two people out of all these millions of people, it only affected. What I meant by that is if somebody came back here with it, it did not spread wild like the COVID-19 did. And it's the same. It's actually the same thing. It's SARS is COVID. That's what it is. Y'all got to go look it up. It is the same thing. It is just got extra adjectives added in. One of the adjectives that was added in is a component that was added to HIV, and it's another component that was also added in to make it as powerful as it was. So there you go. I don't want you to think I'm saying like literally one or two people.
Yeah, the disease is to me pretty much the same but different names.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look it up, this ain't the first time that we didn't had something dealing with that. This ain't the first time. COVID
And
19,
every time
COVID been
we have
around.
something dealing with it, every time there's something that we have to deal with in America, something always going on. Just like the Great Depression, guess what's going on? The
Yeah.
World War I. So it's always a plan.
So
Don't think none of this
hold on.
shit is
This is what I
not
was getting ready
planned.
to say too. Let me say this real quick too. And you probably gonna agree with me, right? I don't wish nothing on nobody. I don't wish death. I don't wish illness. I don't wish nothing, right? But I don't want to predict it. But I'm seeing that this man is gonna get sick, and the person who's gonna make this worldwide shit go through is gonna be Camilla. I'm
A
foreseeing
lot of
that.
people think.
I'm
A lot of
foreseeing
people
it.
think.
I'm foreseeing it. And it's just something about it. And like at first, I used to be like, "Dang, she a black woman, represent for the black women." But as I watch her and watch how she
She
moves,
ain't no black woman.
she do got black in her. What you talking about?
Girl, that don't make her no black woman.
Well, I'm talking about DNA wise. You got one speck of African American blood in you, bitch, you're black, okay? But the
No,
way how she
going by my
move,
whole terminology.
she the way how she moving right now, it seems kind of weird. She literally laughed at the war, and when somebody had asked her a question about how does she, what we gonna do to help out our friends in Ukraine, and she laughed like, oh, we gonna help them out, we got them. And I'm like, bitch, did you just say that out your mouth? And you the United States president? She didn't say that verbatim, but she said something to that magnitude, and she laughed behind it. I said, wait a minute, bitch, that's weird. What? Jesus Christ. Mm. Yeah, she's gonna be the one that we need to watch. That ain't even gonna be her. I mean, Biden. It's gonna be her.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We don't know if it's actually gonna be a female or a male that's gonna move for the plan. That's the only problem. That we don't know who exactly gonna be the one to move for. Hey, Janetta.
Yeah, yeah, we
So
don't.
if we got no choice but to sit back. But a lot of people already know this day was coming. As far as the food shortage goes, as
Mm-hmm.
far as the high prices and stuff like that, being short on money is because they're already preparing y'all for the plan. They already have y'all noticed the way that we live, the design of the way that we live in America is like a prison in itself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and especially now since the C-19 came about. Especially now, they are literally putting in mandates, y'all, to the point, like I said, that was one of the first mandates. I know it's taking place in Texas because my sister told me, and she had to do whatever it was she had to do so she can get her name up in the system, right? And so when she gave me that information, she was like, and it's starting with healthcare workers. It's starting with healthcare workers. She a nurse. So, of course, they got to get them first, and then it's going to just ripple down. So we just gotta stay vigilant and just be careful and try to not lush or lust over a lot of shit, because a lot of shit may be coming to an end soon.
All of it is coming to an end because the new technology is coming in. Whether people like it or not, y'all gonna have to pick a side. And no people's out. I'm grown. I ain't got to pick a side. Well, in this case, you actually is gonna have to pick a side. In this case, this
Hey
is real life.
everybody.
This is affecting your life. It's gonna affect
Yeah.
everybody's life of what they're gonna do, and y'all gonna have to prove y'all, really ain't gonna want to serve under that one
Yep.
world government.
Yep. And Aisha, I don't know if you have been keeping up with it, but like a week after the war started, um, it's not during your president. Is it not during your president? One of those presidents over there went and got a ton of African students who was over in school. He literally went over and got like all his people. It was right when it first started because they hadn't gotten to the area to where they was at. And I was surprised because normally when stuff like this happen, you don't really hear nothing too much about. other countries coming to get their people. But it's a country in Africa. The president was like, oh no, go get my people. And he went and got all his people, like everybody who was in there, either whether it was school or work. He gave them notice to say, let's go. I'm coming to get y'all now. You can stay if you want, but we can ready to roll out. Let's go. And hundreds of Africans literally left. And when I saw that on the news, I was like, damn, that's dope. Like, I ain't hear nobody else say that shit. I ain't heard United States say that. But then again, I'm lying. I did hear United States say that. They said that the first and second night. But other countries to literally make a announcement like, I'm coming to go get my people and go get their people. I said, that's dope. Dope as a mom, John. But it's still some people that's there. I literally watched a video of a man saying that he watched his wife die due to the people like shooting, like they are shooting up houses. They is going to people, going to different areas, taking over properties, trying to take over large things. And they are doing this all over a piece of property that the United States gave to Ukraine 20 some odd years ago. Now you tell me that ain't sick. You mean to tell me that you killing all these people because Ukraine is not agreeing to give you this piece of property? So now you're mad? You've been holding on to this from 2014. That's when it started. I don't know if y'all know that or not. They've been beefing since then. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, exactly, bro. But
It is.
y'all, I gotta go. This was a good vibe, but I gotta go.
It
I will
was.
see
I
y'all
enjoyed this.
Sunday with the conspiracy live of us breaking down the New World Order. We're gonna go more into that. We're gonna go deeper down the rabbit hole into the New World Order, y'all.
And I'll
And
bring
talk
some of
about
my
it.
notes out
Hopefully,
too,
y'all
Bizarro.
see. Brooke. So,
You
cause
heard
this
me?
is a good conversation.
I'll
Yeah.
bring some of my notes out too. I'll go on the vote and get some of my notes, and I'll make sure I can have them so I can give it to your moderators to drop the links so that people can see it for themselves. I got a whole book of this shit that's getting ready to pop off, so I'm gonna make sure I bring my notes with me when I come.
Yes. Make sure you put your notes, and I gotta make sure I remember mine in my head.
All right, y'all. Bye. I'm happy down.
All right. Thank you for coming, Brooke.
You welcome.
Y'all, this is a real good live. This is a real good live. Let's talk about the conspiracies. I will be talking about the rest, which is the New World Order. I will go more into that. We will go deeper down the rabbit hole into that because I have to literally break down the plans and explain that more to y'all of what I mean by the plans and what they're going to do and how they're going to move forth the New World Order. I know if I was to show y'all like videos and stuff like that, they'll probably try to strike me or take my videos down because usually they do that when I start showing videos and shit like that pertaining to conspiracy. So I'm still debating on if I'm going to do that or not. But I will see y'all later. Child, the computer broke.